Hey, SKOL Nation. What's good, Vikings fans? Buckle up, because we're diving into the hottest rumor swirling around our Minnesota Vikings as we head into the 2025 NFL offseason. The buzz? Asante Samuel Jr., the electrifying former Chargers cornerback, could be donning the purple and gold. Yeah, you heard that right. But is this just off-season smoke? Or is there fire behind it? Let's break it down, unpack the drama, and get you fired up for what could be a game-changer for our defense. Ready to roll? Let's hit the ground running. This rumor's been simmering since March, and it's refusing to die. Picture this. A 25-year-old, four-time Pro Bowler with a knack for circus catch interceptions, potentially joining Brian Flores' already fierce defense. Sounds like a dream, right? But here's the kicker. There's no hard proof yet, just whispers that started with a supposed sighting of Samuel Jr. rocking a Vikings hat in a Florida nightclub. Wild, I know. So what's the deal? Is this legit, or are we just chasing shadows? Stick with me as we dive into the details. So, SKOL fans, what do you think? Are you hyped about the idea of Asante Samuel Jr. in purple? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because we're just getting started with this Vikings news roller coaster. Last season, our Vikings secondary took some hits, giving up 239.8 passing yards per game. That's fourth worst in the NFL. Ouch! Losing Stephon Gilmore, who started 15 games, and safety Cameron Bynum to free agency didn't help. The pass defense needs a spark, and Samuel Jr. could be it. He's young, explosive, and has a proven track record with the Chargers, racking up 11 interceptions over 4 seasons. Imagine him locking down receivers alongside Byron Murphy Jr. But here's where it gets tricky. The Vikings signed Isaiah Rodgers and Jeff Okudah this offseason, but neither is a guaranteed stud. Rodgers started just 3 of 19 games for the Eagles, and Okudah was sidelined by injury, playing only 6 games with 0 starts for the Texans in 2024. Samuel Jr., if healthy, could be the veteran presence we need to keep Flores' defense among the NFL's elite. But is he worth the risk after his recent neck surgery? That's the million-dollar question. What do you think, Vikings faithful? Would Samuel Jr. be the missing piece for our secondary? Or should we trust the guys we've got? Hit the comments and let's debate this one. Let's talk about why this rumor even exists. It all started with a bizarre story. An anonymous source claimed they saw Asante Samuel Jr. at a Florida nightclub, rocking a Vikings hat. I mean, come on, a hat doesn't mean a contract, but it got the rumor mill churning. SKOL North fanned the flames, and now CBS Sports' Tyler Sullivan is keeping it alive, naming Minnesota as a top landing spot for the young corner. The hype is real, but the evidence? Not so much. Sullivan's take makes sense, though. He pointed out that our secondary needs depth, especially with training camp just weeks away. Samuel Jr.'s playmaking ability could elevate our defense to another level, especially in a division with quarterbacks like Jared Goff and Jordan Love. But here's the catch. His health is a question mark after offseason neck surgery. If he gets a clean bill of health, this could be a low-cost, high-reward move for Kwesi Adofo-Mensah. SKOL Nation, are you buying into this nightclub rumor? Or is it just off-season noise? Drop your take below, and let's keep this Vikings news train moving. Now, let's paint a picture of what our cornerback room could look like if this rumor comes true. Imagine this lineup. Byron Murphy Jr., Asante Samuel Jr., Isaiah Rodgers, Mekhi Blackmon, Jeff Okudah, and Dwight McGlothern. That's a squad that could give opposing receivers nightmares. Samuel Jr.'s knack for highlight reel picks would fit perfectly in Flores' aggressive scheme, where versatility and playmaking are king. But depth is key in the NFL, and injuries can derail even the best plans. Mekhi Blackmon missed last season with a hamstring injury, and Okudah's injury history raises red flags. Samuel Jr., at just 25, brings youth and experience. 47 starts with the Chargers ain't nothing to sneeze at. If he joins, we're talking about a secondary that could rival the best in the league. But is it worth banking on a guy coming off surgery? What's your vibe, Vikings fans? Does this cornerback group get you pumped for 2025? Or are we missing something else? Let me know in the comments. Hold up, SKOL Nation. There's a plot twist. Asante Samuel Jr.'s dad, former All-Pro Asante Samuel Sr., just threw a wrench into things. On a podcast last week, he called Vikings legend Cris Carter overrated, claiming he was just a possession receiver. Bruh, Cris Carter? The Hall of Famer with 1,000 catches and 130 touchdowns? That's a bold take, and not exactly winning over Vikings fans. Could this drama scare off the front office? This isn't the first time Samuel Sr. has stirred the pot. He's also trashed the Dolphins' leadership, potentially tanking his son's chances there. For a fanbase as passionate as ours, dissing a legend like Carter could make signing Samuel Jr. a tough sell. But let's be real, Kwesi and Coach O'Connell care about talent, not podcast hot takes. If Samuel Jr. can ball, they might overlook the family drama. What do you think, Vikings fans? Does Samuel Sr.'s shade on Cris Carter change your view on this signing? Drop your thoughts below and let's talk it out. Let's zoom out and look at the competition. CBS Sports also named the Arizona Cardinals and Las Vegas Raiders as potential landing spots for Samuel Jr. The Cardinals have young corners like Max Melton and Will Johnson, but neither has proven themselves as a lockdown starter. Samuel Jr. could add veteran savvy to their secondary, especially since Johnson's draft stock slipped due to injury concerns. The Raiders, meanwhile, are in rebuild mode with Pete Carroll as their new head coach and Geno Smith at quarterback. Their secondary is a weak spot, and Samuel Jr. could compete for a starting role. But let's be honest, Vikings GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has spent over $300 million this offseason to build a contender. Minnesota's a better fit for a player like Samuel Jr., who wants to win now, not later. SKOL Nation, where do you think Samuel Jr. ends up? Are we the best fit, or could the Cardinals or Raiders steal him? Hit the comments with your predictions. Let's talk timing. Training camp is less than 3 weeks away, and the Vikings are gearing up for what could be their most exciting season in years. J.J. McCarthy is set to take the reins as QB1, and the roster is stacked with stars like Justin Jefferson. Adding Samuel Jr. could be the final piece to make this team a legit Super Bowl contender. But the clock's ticking. Will he be cleared medically in time? The Vikings' aggressive offseason moves show they're all in for 2025. Signing Rodgers and Okudah was a start, but Samuel Jr. could be the low-cost veteran that pushes our defense over the edge. If he's healthy, this move makes too much sense, especially with Brian Flores' track record of turning good defenses into great ones. But if the medicals don't check out, we might be left dreaming of what could have been. What's your gut telling you, Vikings fans? Is Samuel Jr. signing before camp, or are we chasing a ghost? Let me know in the comments. Let's get real about the risks. Samuel Jr. is coming off neck surgery, and that's no small thing in a physical sport like football. At 25, he's got plenty of upside, but injuries can change the game. The Vikings passed on big names like Jaire Alexander and Jalen Ramsey this offseason, so banking on Samuel Jr. is a gamble. Can he return to his Pro Bowl form, or are we signing damaged goods? On the flip side, the reward could be massive. Samuel Jr.'s 2023 season with the Chargers saw him snag 2 interceptions and 13 passes defended in just 12 games. That's the kind of playmaking we need to shut down guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown in the NFC North. If Flores can coach him up, we might be talking about a steal of a signing that transforms our defense. SKOL Nation, are you willing to roll the dice on Samuel Jr.'s health? Or should we stick with what we've got? Drop your take in the comments. Let's dream big for a second. If Samuel Jr. signs and stays healthy, picture this. A playoff showdown at US Bank Stadium, J.J. McCarthy slinging it to Justin Jefferson, and Samuel Jr. picking off a pass to seal the game. The crowd's going wild, SKOL chants echoing, and the Vikings are marching toward the Super Bowl. That's the kind of energy this signing could bring. But rumors are just that, rumors. Until we see Samuel Jr. in purple, it's all speculation. The nightclub story? Fun but flimsy. CBS Sports endorsement carries weight, but we need a contract to make it real. With training camp looming, the next few weeks will tell us if this is a pipe dream or a game changer for our Vikings. What's your dream scenario for the Vikings secondary, SKOL Nation? Paint the picture in the comments and let's get hyped together. Alright, Vikings fans, we've dissected this Asante Samuel Jr. rumor from every angle. The potential is there for a massive boost to our secondary, but the risks and drama can't be ignored. As we count down to training camp, keep your eyes peeled for any updates. Because if this happens, it's going to shake up the NFC North. For the latest Vikings news, make sure you're subscribed and hitting that bell so you don't miss a thing. What's next for our Vikings? Will Samuel Jr. be the final piece of the puzzle? Or are we in for more surprises? Drop your predictions, your hot takes, and your SKOL chants in the comments below. Let's keep the purple pride alive. Like, subscribe, and share this with every Vikings fan you know. SKOL Vikings.